by Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, double honest to the elders and apostles of GMS who were well, Shalom to the hopeful elect. Just wanted to, I actually was trying to save up some stuff to do, this lesson, but I'm gonna start with this video. Let's get a scripture first before we start. This is Isaiah 19:14. The Lord have mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof, and they have caused Egypt to err in every work thereof, as a drunken man staggereth in his vomit. So the Lord basically saying everything that Esau does is wrong. Basically, he's on the left hand side, and just play this video.
If you needed another reason to cancel Balenciaga, check this out. CEO of Balenciaga parent company owns auction site that sells child sex mannequins with genitalias for faces. Let me show you some of them. It's very disgusting, very disturbing, so if you're around children, do not open this later. This is the artist Jake and Dinos Chapman. Okay? This is what pops up when you Google them. Okay? Mind you, Balenciaga supports these artists and sells them on their auction site. It gets worse. These are children. These are children. Penises for noses. Look at this one up here where her legs open with a penis coming through it. When I saw this 2 days ago, I went to their Instagram, the Jake and Dino's Instagram, and it was up there. Now, this is their Instagram. It disappeared. Completely deleted their Instagram. But they didn't quickly do it when the whole thing with Balenciaga happened. They did it after people started connecting the dots, okay? When I say we have failed our children if we do not cancel this brand and any other brand like them, and really it gets worse, and I don't even want to share those images because it gets worse, and y'all can go see for yourselves. But Balenciaga needs to be completely canceled. I am sick to my stomach looking at this stuff. Like,
I don't even know why Jake wear Balenciaga. Their trainers are like 850 £50. Yeah, I ain't spending that on trainers, bro. Let's see this. There was something called World Youth Day Vigil, and the Pope was there. And it's funny, it's called World Youth Day, and this this demon here. If you look at these patterns on his clothes, because they like the little World Youth Day, because this is exactly what these people are. I'm not really gonna say it because I don't want this video to get flagged. But if you look at the logos for child lovers, should I say, even that this is the Wolves logo. The little company that makes ice cream, that looks like AOL. So you can see these patterns, and it was the CIA. They actually came up with a document. Yeah, this is a document. Symbol and logos used by the child lover crew to identify sexual preferences. This is the B logo, aka boy carer, little boy carer, and printed on coins. So you can see the Lord is clear. Look at this one. The Lord has clearly mingled a perverse spirit in this, because these people, because this goes back all the way to Rome and Greece, because these people have been doing this stuff for years, man. You can tell this isn't a coin printed recently. Yo. And then you have this, which this stuff is crazy when I was looking it up. You have this toy, which is a BDSM teddy. You have the rabbit, which If you go into, Alice in Wonderland, the red shoes and the rabbit leading the path, it's all esoteric occult stuff. And then you have this, and they'll say it's an accident, but you really have to understand. You got the little teapot. Hey, bro, these people know what they're doing. You have to understand these people. They're not. It's a photo shoot. Everything is by design. Everything there is by design. It's like a movie set. They're not gonna put something there without them carefully considering where it is. I was watching a video by one of the brothers the other day, and it was talking about in movies. They'll have a book that says niggas are trash, and they'll put it in a corner. Now you can't see it, but they know it's there, because a lot of what they believe in is all Satanist magic, which is basically they is like what's it called? It's like a ritual, Like Satanists believe if they tell you what they're gonna do before they do it, they've absorbed themselves of any guilt, which is why Esau's so blatant with it, And they say the truth is in plain sight. This is how this man moves. Man's got a teddy bear in BDSM clothing, Let's play this real quick.
The newest thing that they discovered in the latest Balenciaga ad is a roll of caution tape. So it's yellow caution tape, but instead of it saying caution, it says Balenciaga, but it's spelled B-A-A-L. It just keeps getting darker, and I don't know if it's going to stop. Baal is an ancient Canaanite demon god who pagans ritualistically sacrifice their children to. This isn't a good look. Right back there, it's small and it's intentional, just like every other aspect of this marketing campaign.
Exactly. Let's get another scripture. Jeremiah 19:5. They have built also the high places of Baal to burn their sons with fire for burnt offerings unto Baal, which I commanded not, nor spake it, neither came it into my mind. So the Lord has forbid this, but Esau don't care. And I had to put this into Google Translate myself. I don't think it's that that accurate, to be honest, but do you understand? So to be honest, I don't think it's that accurate, but just even play the ball. All right, if you say so, bruv. I don't know how accurate that is, but it's not really a good look. Let's just put it that way. Let's see. There's a few stuff on this thread, and hang on. Baal is a Canaanite deity who kids were ritualistically sacrificed to. This is a good thread, actually. It said, before I even get into observations, let's discuss the links between high fashion and fascism, and Satanism. Have you heard of the brand Fendi? Let's get weird. So I live in Rome, and as any Roman knows, one of the most iconic fascist buildings is the Colosseo Quadrato in Europe. In EUR was Mussolini's pet project. His fashion district he created in South Rome, the only place in Rome with purely fascist architecture. And anyone that knows, this is an obelisk. It says when the Nazis lost Germany, had a period of denazification. Every public swastika was destroyed. Italy never had such a program, and so in the middle of EUR, there is still an obelisk dedicated to Mussolini and his project. Perverse Spirit, the most iconic fascist monument in the area is the Colosseo Quadrato. It was Mussolini's take on the Colosseum. His fascist Colosseum was square and avant-garde. 6 by 9 was the dimensions of its opening. 6 for the letters in Benito and 9 for Mussolino. So 1, 2, this is 3, this is 3, this is 3. That's 9, 6. So 9 across 6. And 6, what's that? 6 times 9 is 54. So 6 times 9 if you turn a 9 upside down, is also a 6. 6 times 9 is 54. 5 plus 4 is 9. You turn that 9 upside down is another 9. You turn that 9. Sorry, you turn 5 plus 4 is 9. You turn that 9 upside down is a 6. So yeah, you can come to your own conclusions. Guess who bought the building and made its headquarters in Rome? Yo, all these high fashion companies are off. I'm guessing, well, I don't know who that is. I'm guessing you heard of Diana Freeland, famous socialite and editor-in-chief in Vogue and close friend of Jackie Kennedy. Okay. Do you know her son Frederick Freeland was a CIA officer during the Cold War? Oh, and don't get me started on his Knights of Malta links. Yo, this runs deep. Yeah, here it is. Also, not to jump around too much, but this is getting a lot of attention, so I might as well drop some black pills during the World Catholic Youth Day, and we know they love the youth. The Vatican had special vestments created that were only used once. Definitely don't research who created the clothing. I'm gonna assume it's Fendi or Balenciaga. Yeah, and here's a document, a CIA document. And let's begin the analysis of the photo. Look at the weird drawings next to the rabbit. In higher specs, is easier to see. Okay, well now let's analyze that rainbow imagery. You're probably all familiar with Kubrick's last film, Eyes Wide Shut, and we all know what happened to Kubrick. An expose on elite Satanism, sexual abuse. Rainbows are prominent in the movie. 2 women try and lead Tom's character away in the beginning. He asks where they are. And there was a lot of rainbows in that photo shoot. Well, not a lot, but I saw at least one. I think there might be 2. I don't know. Go in, they say where the rainbow ends. This is also an allusion to the elite child lovers, along with the rabbit symbolism. White rabbit notice the rainbow slinky next to the rabbit. The weird elite child lover obsession with rainbows and rabbits goes back to Lewis Carroll, author of Alice in Wonderland. Did you know he was a child lover? Look it up. I'm not going to spoon feed you obvious, so just do the research. Let's see. Adding weight to the NXVIM, posing as a legitimate front organization for child movement. Claire Bronfman sponsored NXVIM subsidiary called Rainbow Cultural Garden, which operated numerous international childcare centers located in the USA, UK, Ireland, Guatemala, Spain, and Mexico. Bronfman also purchased an island in Fiji. A notorious, probably child lover. Yeah, okay. Well, that's going into. There's also the red shoes. And then red shoes basically is an allusion to the fact that it just basically is a child lovers club. Wake the F up, the world is ruled by Boaz a Canaanite deity you kids were ritualistically sacrificed to. Let's see if there's any more in this thread. Yeah, and as you can see here, the red shoes. Now y'all can say it's a coincidence, but you know, there's coincidence and there's no smoke without fire. And look at this. Anyone who understands Bell is, you know, like a bull god or whatever. Look at this stuff. Yo, they're really putting it in your face. And is all ritualistic, man. Although children are involved in marketing the campaign, consideration has been given to your pets too. For those who think their pups should be iced out of Balenciaga, there's fluffy pink dog beds, studded dog bowls, as well as the perfunctory collar, harness, and leash. Although who's to say the collar is pet exclusive? You know, like that. You might put it on one of your kids and that. I don't know the significance of this, to be honest with you, but we all know it's perfectly curated. So yeah, who knows? Let's see this, huh? Wait till I get my money right. District Judge District Court Judge David Perel presided over a lengthy preliminary exam for John Philip Fisher, 80, of Sutton Boring Township on 7 charges of criminal sexual conduct, and then bound him over to Circuit Court for trial. After hearing the evidence, Judge Perel revoked John Fisher's bond and also revoked Fisher's house arrest. Judge Parrott denied Fisher bond completely and ordered he be taken into immediate custody. Fisher was free after posting bond of $50,000.
I had a dream I could buy my way to heaven.
Yo, this is wickedness in high places, man. This is Balenciaga. I'll get into that because this is Hebrew numerals actually, and well, that's a number. You can pretty much guess what that number is probably. Look at what they're doing, man. Yo, what's that saying? Is that Simpsons thing? Won't somebody please think of the children? Yeah, y'all thought that was a joke, man.
Any last words?
Only one.
Yo,
Any last words?
Only one.
yeah, I'm done. Yo, that actually starting to chill up my spine, man. Yo.
Some of the recommendations included things that the government could change now. For instance, the differential age of consent when it comes to anal sex versus vaginal sex.
Yeah.
Is that something that the government?
Yeah, that's something that we're very much looking forward to moving on in short order.
Mm-hmm.
The government announced today it is repealing what it calls an outdated law, a section of the criminal code that makes it illegal for anyone under 18 to have anal intercourse unless they are husband and wife, even though age of consent in Canada is 16.
The proposed amendment would ensure that in law all forms of consensual sexual activity are treated the same.
The minister says 69 charges were laid under that section of the law in 2014-15, though none led to convictions.
Let's see. Yo, this is 2 Kings chapter 10. I'm gonna start at 22. And he said unto him that was over the vestry. I don't even know what a vestry is. Let's see. Vestry, a room or building attached to a church used in an office and for changing into ceremonial vestments. A meeting of parishioners originally in a vestry for the conduct of parochial business. Let's see what parochial is, because I don't know. I'm assuming things to do with relating to the church parish, having a limited, having church parish. And he said unto him that was over the vestry, bring forth vestments for all the worshippers of Baal. And he brought them forth vestments. And Jehu went, and Jehonadab, the son of Rechab, into the house of Baal, and said unto the worshippers of Baal, search and look that there be here with you none of the servants of the Lord, but the worshippers of Baal only. And when they went in to offer sacrifices and burnt offerings, Jehu appointed 80 men without, and said, if any of the men whom I have brought into your hands escape, he that letteth him go, his life shall be for the life of him. So if any man come out of here and you let him escape, we're going to kill your ass. And it came to pass, as soon as he had made an end of offering the burnt offerings, that Jehu said to the guard and to the captains, go in and slay them, let none come forth. And they smote them with the edge of the sword. And the guard and the captains cast them out and went to the city of the house of Baal. And they brought forth the images out of the house of Baal and burnt them. And they break down the image of Baal and break down the house of Baal, and made it a draught house unto this day. Thus Jehu destroyed Baal out of Israel. And it goes into, you know, how even though he did that, it wasn't quite right in the eyes of the Lord. But you know, this is what you're supposed to do with these people, man. You're supposed to burn them out and uproot them out of your civilization. You're not supposed to have these people ruling. Yo, and hey, bruv, this.
A new day dawns, the 20th century, with hopes of freedom, happiness, and peace.
That's a child. For context, here are small hatters worshipping Baal, feeding him babies, and you saw that. This event took place in Chicago on July the 3rd, 1933. About 125,000 small hatters attended this event. Yo, maybe I should put. I should put this so the brothers can go and look for themselves, man, because there's no way I'm going to be able to get all of this here. Let's see if there's anything here. Well, you know what that is. You know what those are. And you know what that is. So they'll just take a photo and it looks innocent enough, but then when you start breaking down the images, because this is the book, and again, if you go into the book, these are images from the book. So, you know, yeah. I said we apologize for making such an offensive ad, so we fired a photographer these times. Jeez. Look at this. And remember this symbol. This symbol here. If I don't know whether or not I can enlarge that. Yeah, there's a symbol. Yeah. Let's see if I can. Hang on. No. Well, that's something else. That's something else. Well, before I find that symbol, if you see here, this is one of the images on that Balenciaga thing as well, and this is for Monster Drink. And when you look at the numerals and Hebrew numerals, this is what comes up. So yeah, definitely a perverse spirit. What's it called? Yeah. Yeah. Y'all see this? Well, this is a star, but this is, I think this might have been the original one. This one here. There we go. Where is it? I'm kind of losing my place here. I gotta close down some of these tabs so I don't get confused. Let's see. Well, anyway, y'all see. Yo. That's all I'm gonna say. Are you seeing this? So I'm gonna speed run through this. Or y'all can read that. I'm not really trying to get this. Let's see if we can read this. So blunt force trauma to the face and gives children two black eyes. Unfortunately, with repetition, those capillaries are not restored and we are left with permanent black rings around our eyes. Just trafficked, you know what that word is. I always sleep deprived. I used to wish I would die and go. I'm assuming this is a child that was, or a man that was. I used to wish I would die and go to heaven just so I could sleep for 100 years or so. However, the panda is even more perverse and brutal than sleep deprivation. Many times the perpetrators will punch you in the nose for cover-up. So if any child is taken to a doctor, their immediate trauma is noted. There's a broken nose, I'm assuming. However, panda is even more perverse and brutal than sleep deprivation. Many times the perpetrators will punch you in the nose for cover-up. So if any child is taken to a doctor, the immediate trauma noted is broken nose. Mine has been fractured innumerable times. I was never taken to a doctor. My colon, was ripped from the pelvic wall in 3 places, and I have an extra loop of colon from the force of garden hoses used as enemas for clean. Yo, I didn't even read that, man. I didn't even read that before. Yo, this is wild, bruv. I'm sorry, this lesson's going on a bit, man, but I might split it up into 2 parts. Bro. Who are the parents that allow their children to be photographed like this? They should be investigated. A lot of people don't actually even realize how bad it is, man. But I could do a whole lesson on just this thread alone, bruv. I'm gonna read this. It says Peter Levender wrote the introduction to the cult classic 9/11 as mass ritual. In this brief intro, he alludes to something truly fascinating: the key to understanding all the symbolic weirdness. It needs someone who is as versed in Kabbalah as in conspiracy, in Gematria as in government. It requires a new science, a new art, a new approach to the old material. Furthermore, it requires a sense that conspiracy may be transcendental, may have its origins in the unconscious mind of the state. The numerology alone is significant. Someone somewhere pulling these particular quantum strings. The numbers are insistent. They are either the result of a conscious and deliberate series of acts by agents so powerful and so unknown that a belief in an ultimate secret society is our only option, or they are evidence of the workings of an even darker force, and no one is in charge. Or we know who's in charge.
Today I also wish to mention this year's message for World Communications Day, which was released on the eve of the feast of St. Francis de Sales, patron saint of journalists. The message concerns the new technologies, which have made the internet a resource of utmost importance, especially for the so-called digital generation. Undoubtedly, wise use of communications technology enables communities to be formed in ways that promotes the search for the true, the good, and the beautiful, transcending geographical boundaries and ethnic divisions. To this end, the Vatican has launched a new initiative which will make information and news from the Holy See more readily accessible on the World Wide Web. It is my hope that this initiative will enrich a wide range of people, including those who have yet to find a response to their spiritual yearning, through the knowledge and love of Jesus Christ, whose message of good news the Church bears to the ends of the earth.
What she's doing there, no one has a clue. Judges 2:13, and they forsook the Lord and served Baal and Astaroth. Yep, pretty much. Jeremiah 7:9, will Will ye steal, murder, and commit adultery, and swear falsely, and burn incense unto Baal, and walk after other gods whom ye know not? And this is Israel. And any, like, Jake don't think that he's partaking in these rituals by supporting these companies, but you really are, man. You're not supposed to support these people, bro, because you're literally part of the ritual. And this goes the giant hall. And look there. I wouldn't necessarily say this, but you know what, that kind of guy is mad, but he shouldn't even been with that, man. Oh man. Yeah, this is how the normal people be. They don't want to hear it. Yeah, see, it's just, this is all a joke to Drake. Yo, this is perverse, man. So if you look at the sheriff thing I showed you before, there's that sign, and then there's the other one, and they're both the sheriff sign. The so-called slave catchers. Drake is in deep, man. Let's see this. What is the biblical meaning of a blackbird? A blackbird symbolizes temptation and sin, and is even attributed to the devil's workings. The blackbird signifies darkness and evil. In the Bible, the blackbird is sent by Satan himself to tempt humans with worldly desires. I don't even know what the hell that is, man. But I know it can't be nothing good. And here you go. They're calling symbols. And that's what it really is supposed to be, but we don't live in a biblical. I said, why restrict child porn but not guns? God. I don't know. I might leave a link to the post in this so brothers can go through it themselves, because bro, there's a lot of meat here, man. I think that's it. It's done. This is the end of it. Yo, that's all I'm gonna say. And this is Jake and Dino Chapman, which were the artists for Bailey and Cigaga. And if you look here, this is the kind of stuff that they're into. Look at this. Yo, alright. And these are the logos for their symbols. Let's see here if there's any. There's any meat here. And Wolves is owned by Unilever. Yo, and y'all can. So I'm not really talking a lot because this is more like photos, and y'all can draw your own conclusions from the visuals. That's Can y'all see what the war was about? It said the Pentagon lost track of another 2.1 trillion. The world's second largest food producing country is having 3,000 farms closed by the government. They're instituting vax passports and piloting a social credit system digital currency. But yay, let's keep yay trending. Wave a magic wand and suddenly anti-lockdown protesters are no longer deniers or conspiracy theories when they happen to be in China. This is too much to even put in one lesson, to be honest with you, man. Alright, well, we're just gonna leave that there. Let's see this. Ooh. Alright. This is Jeremiah 23:13, and I've seen folly in the prophets of Samaria. They prophesied in Baal, and they caused my people Israel to err. And this is y'all can draw your own conclusions from this one or this one. Job 26:6, hell is naked before him, and destruction have no covering. Yeah, so these men are really being exposed. This is Revelation 16:15. Behold, I come as a thief. Blessed is he that watcheth and keepeth his garments, lest he walk naked, and they see his shame. Hosea 2:3. Lest I strip her naked, and set her as in the day that she was born, and make her as a wilderness, and set her like a dry land, and slay her with thirst. The Lord really is putting a spirit on these Edomites having their tongues full on themselves, man. Cause this is your society, man. You Edomite. This is your society. This isn't normal, man. This isn't how a normal society is run. I find it bizarre that some people are so welded to their beliefs that they can't even contemplate that there's the slightest chance that their people might be lying to them. Yo. Let's just read this quick. Once the governments are able to control cars, they will demand the power to do so. Electric cars can be limited, monitored, controlled, and switched off remotely. Restrictions will be made for our health, safety, and to reduce carbon emissions. We will no longer be able to choose where we go, how fast, or when we drive. They can just shut it down from like 8 till 9 if they want to. This will take the freedom and fun out of driving and change car ownership. And I never really liked automatic vehicles, to be honest with you. I prefer manual, but hey, who am I? Revelation 17:16, and the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. And I can't wait for her to be burnt with fire, man, because this place got to go. It's got to go, man. This place absolutely has got to go. Yo, it's blacked out, bro. Won't even let you see the thing. Let's see. Yo, bruv. She has been one of the main stylists in Balenciaga since 2014. She has a relationship with an accused child lover. We can't boycott Balenciaga, but also the people behind it. I also want to make something very clear. I feel Balenciaga threw the photographers under the bus, and that's not enough. If I'm wrong in something, correct me. I don't want to spread misinformation. I'm going to start with the strangers first and how it led to here. Yeah, I need to read this, Fred, because I've not even seen this. This is just more stuff, man. It's not just this company. It's not just this company. So you can't even sit there and say it's just them. Yo, this is completely perverse, man. This is weird, bro. Oh, man, come on, man. They got all child models and that, and Lord knows what they're doing to them. This is Psalm 64:8. So they shall make their own tongues to fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away. If this ain't making your tongue fall upon yourself, I don't know, man. Are you seeing this stuff? This is the kind of stuff that they're shooting, God, y'all serious? Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. The theme is always kids in some kind of distress or something sinister. It makes one wonder. Yo. Gucci is owned by the same group that owns Balenciaga. They launched a campaign that theme was a Kubrick, and they used The Shining. If anyone knows about The Shining, it's witches that take the shine of children. Damn. Update, she made an Insta to private. I knew what was going on, but within 2 hours on my little thread that was quick. Trust me, these people, arrogance will be their downfall. Yo, they don't care, man. They're putting it right in your face, and is part of the little is ritual, because to Satanists, if they show you what they're gonna do, they're absolved of any guilt or repercussions because they told you what they're gonna do. You know what I mean? And then you're guilty of it because you're knowing what you're partaking in. And these people, like I know people who've taken the shot, and they're like, oh, taking all these shots, they basically experimented on us. And I'm looking at man like, boy, you just figured this out. You just now figured it out. This is Deuteronomy. I'm gonna start at 9. When thou art come into the land which the Lord thy power giveth thee, thou shalt not learn to do after the abominations of those nations. There shall not be found among you any one that maketh his son or his daughter to pass through the fire, or that useth divination, or an observer of times, or an enchanter, or a witch, or a charmer, or a consulter with familiar spirits, or wizard, or a necromancer. For all that do these things are an abomination unto the Lord, and because of these abominations the Lord thy power doth drive them out from before thee. Thou shalt be perfect with the Lord thy power, for these nations which thou shalt possess hearkeneth unto observer of times and unto diviners. But as for thee, the Lord thy power hath not suffered thee to do so. The Lord thy power will raise up unto thee a prophet from the midst of thee, of thy brethren, like unto me. Unto him ye shall hearken, according to all that thou desirest of the Lord thy power in Horeb, in the day of the assembly, saying, let me not hear again the voice of the Lord my power, neither let me see this great fire any more, that I die not. And the Lord said unto me, they have spoken well that they have spoken well that which they have spoken. I will raise them up a prophet from among their brethren like unto thee, and I will put my words in his mouth, and he shall speak unto them all that I command thee. So yeah, the Lord basically, before he put Israel in the land, he had to clear out all that nonsense. And this is the kind of stuff that those Canaanites were doing, man. This is, there's no new thing under the sun, which that was shall be again, man. So these people are doing the same thing. I mean, what the hell, bro? What the hell, bro? I'm done, man. This is too much for me. All praises to the Most High Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Jemus who well. Shalom to the elect.